Hi, welcome to In Depth with Squirrelies. I'm Helen,
And I'm Jim.
and on occasion you'll be joined by our parrot, Ladybird. Today we're going to talk about a piece from our chainmail collection.
Actually, we're going to talk about multiple pieces from our chainmail collection. However, they're all made using the same basic weave, which is called the parallel weave.
Mhm. And to wear a piece of chainmail is to wear a piece of history. Knights in shining armor used to wear it for protection, but now it's redefined and redesigned to make beautiful jewelry. And it looks like lace, feels like silk, and drapes like fabric.
So let's pull up the website and take a look at some of this parallel.
Okay, we'll go to the chainmail selection, and why don't we show these people what you use to make chainmail?
Okay. Chainmail doesn't require an awful lot other than time and patience. As far as supplies, I start with spools of sterling silver or 14 karat gold filled wire. I wrap them around calibrated mandrels so that I can make any variety of size rings that I need, and they'll all be exactly the same. I then use my pliers, two pair of pliers. Actually, I've got probably four pair of pliers, but two basic ones that I use, and I then start weaving the rings together in the various patterns. Um,
And it's because the metal is woven together that it has this flexibility and drapes and looks like lace. I mean, that's the elegance of it.
yes, and it's very visually intriguing when you're done with it.
Mhm. And we will go back to our chainmail page. We'll go to bracelets. Now, Jim and I started out doing, and there's so many weaves, as you can see here. I'll just pull this up for a second. There we go. We both started out making chainmail, beading, and silversmithing, but you were really fascinated by the chainmail and really delved into it, and it's become your specialty. Can you explain why?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, it's visually intriguing. When you look at it, your eyes are drawn into the pattern, and it just flows from one to the next to the next, and you're constantly looking for the beginning, and it just keeps running. Um, and I found that when I started making it, it did take a long time because it is labor intensive. But at the end of the day, when I looked down at the end of the workbench and saw what I made, it just made me feel really good. And it's very powerful looking. Even the delicate ones have a strength to them, and it just makes me feel good.
And you've always liked puzzles and things, and this for you, you love finding those
Mhm.
patterns.
Yeah, and there are mathematics involved, making sure that the right size rings fit. If they're a little bit too small, it can be too tight. If they're too big, the whole pattern falls apart. So you have to get them just exactly right.
It's wonderful. Can you explain this one here, what it's made of?
Sure. This one here is a parallel bracelet. It's made in sterling silver with 14 karat gold fill accents. And gold, uh, the gold ones are holding everything together. It's actually layered, so you've got three layers of rings involved. And it's just very intricate looking. But it's soft, it's flexible, it moves with you, and it's comfortable to wear. And we do it in two different sizes.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah.
A little technical glitch there.
This picture here, you can see it done in two variations. The one on the right is done in all sterling silver, and it's done with larger gauge wire, which makes bigger rings, and it has a bolder look. And the one on the left with the silver and the gold filled accent is an 18 gauge wire, and it's actually a little bit more fine looking.
So you can make these in different widths, but you can also make them in different lengths as well so that they can custom fit the wrist.
Exactly.
Okay, we're going to move on to the necklace, and we're going to go to the bottom of our page, I believe. There it is.
So this is a parallel weave that goes halfway around your neck and up to just underneath your ears, and then it's joined with a figaro chain that goes up behind. It makes for a nice centerpiece. It makes the necklace a little bit weighs a little bit less for people who like less weight on their neck. It also makes it adjustable, and you can adjust the length on it by fastening it along the figaro chain.
And this adding this elegant Figaro chain to the chainmail actually makes accentuates the centerpiece. I really like this design, Jim.
Well, thank you.
And we will go back to necklaces. And we are looking for the helm. Here we go.
So believe it or not, this is made with a parallel weave. It's just modified slightly to turn it from being in a straight line into a circle. It gives you a totally different look, and it's wonderful. And this can be done in sterling silver, silver with 14 karat gold filled accents. It can be done in gold fill with sterling silver accents, and it can be done in all gold fill.
That's wonderful. A lot of variety here. And back to the chainmail. And we're going for a very special piece. I particularly love this one.
So why do you love this one?
I like that the helm is incorporated. The two, it's all the parallel, but then you've done this fancy weave to it here, and you've brought them together, and I just think they balance so lovely. And here's a close-up of what I'm talking about, and they just blend right into each other.
It's seamless.
And this one does go all the way around.
And it does have a 2-inch extender chain on the end, so once again, you have adjustability in length.
Now, this can be done in all those variations of precious metals?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, then, that brings us back to the necklaces, and we're going to our, let me see, we'll bring this right up. There we are, folks.
So this is another variation. And this one has the parallel, and then the helm is a drop instead of being incorporated in. So it has some movement with it, adds a little life to it. And if you look at the next picture, I think that you're going to see that it's joined with the Figaro chain across the top. Yeah, there we go.
And again, making this a nice centerpiece. What I love about this piece is this actually was a collaboration with one of our squirrelettes. And squirrelettes, for those who you don't know, are special customers that we call squirrelettes, and they love it when we do. And a lot of times they'll come in, see our designs, come up with suggestions, and on the spot we're designing together and just having a great time. And we know without our squirrelettes there would be no squirrelies. And this is the result of that wonderful, wonderful relationship that we have. Next, we're going to show you the chainmail earrings that go with this. We do have the helm earrings, and we have the parallel earrings. And I'll pull them up first. What I love about these, and they're mixed metals, you can have them all changed around, all gold, the mix of the silver, the gold, or all silver. And what I love about these is this is its standard sort of conservative length, but we've had people ask us to custom make them as shoulder dusters, and some of us remember shoulder dusters back in the 60s and 70s, and this lends very well to that. And you can really see the pattern of the rings here, and they're actually doubled up. There's a front and a back. I think that's just really neat. Okay, and back to earrings again. A little slow on the draw here, folks, with the mouse. And here is a pair of the helm earrings. And it just amazes me. It's a trick of the eye to take that straight line pattern, and yet this is what you can do to change it.
When you look at it, it doesn't look like a straight line.
No, but it doesn't even look. It just amazes me, Jim, that you do that. I love the spiral to it, the softness to it, and just concentric circles just going. And these earrings really do catch the light and dance as you move.
Well, it is amazing what you can do with lots of tiny little circles.
Yes, it is. Well, that's it for our sneak peek at one style of chainmail. We have a plethora of chainmail designs as well as our other lines of jewelry. And I thank you for joining us today. And we look forward to seeing you next time on In Depth with Squirrelies. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. when I'm looking at me right now, I'm looking straight at myself, and it looks to me like I'm looking at myself.
Hi, welcome to In Depth with Squirrelies. I'm speechless.
And the piece that we're going to talk about in our chainmail collection is the half Persian 4. No, it is not the half Persian 4-in-1.
Okay. Oh goodness, I've lost control of my mouse.
What happened? He run away?
Yeah.
Here, mousy mouse.
Oh, there it is. Okay, ready to go.